How's everyone doing today? What do I get for looking at chat? How's everybody doing over on TikTok and YouTube and Twitch? Yo, what up, Boosh? How you doing? How's everybody doing today? Can I play Abyss, please? I'm playing this right now. Thanks, though. I'll play it again probably tomorrow or later this evening. Right now, I'm trying to play one of the games I created. All right, take care. If people are watching, you're more than welcome to join. If you have Fortnite, just search Color Drop Brick Battles. I'm in a public lobby. As people join, it'll remove the bots. Yo, what's up? How are you doing? I'll be playing Abyss later. Currently, I'm playing one of my own games I've created. All good. Yeah, I'll definitely get on the Abyss again. I just wanted to promote and play one of my own games today. Yes, it is coming out on February 8th. Yes. I'll say this one. This is actually in LEGO Fortnite. This is like a free-to-play game. Yo, what up, Calvin? How you doing? You came back to Roblox before Abyss? Nah, that makes sense. I think Abyss is going to be actually really good. I've been working on this recently, and I released it the other day, so I figured I'd get on and play it. I made a post about it yesterday, and it was retweeted by Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games, which was pretty dope. If you notice when the colors are called out, all the bots run to the right colors. That was fun to get set up. This is LEGO Fortnite. So we have the ability to use LEGO assets in Fortnite to create like creative games. So this is in Fortnite. You just have to look for it, and then it'll turn your character into like a Fortnite character. Or into a LEGO character. That was stupid. I think you knew what I meant, though. I'm sorry, Calvin. I just caught up with that. Friend you on what? If you search the game on Fortnite, you'll join the lobby because I'm in a public lobby. If you're trying to join it, and it's the only game currently. Like, there's not many people playing it. You know, oh, you don't have. Well, the cool thing about Fortnite is it has creative similar to Roblox, and there's actually a ton of games that aren't really competitive. Like, if you really just wanted to kind of like fight things but not be like super sweaty, there are bots in this. You can turn them on and off with your friends if you want to turn them off, but there are bots to make it. These are AI. There's not a full lobby currently. So, extract. So let me show you. You think I could cook up in Roblox? I don't even know what you're talking about. So, in order to keep the lobbies feeling slightly entertaining, I added AI, but I can turn them off. So, like, if I was wanting to play with just like some friends and it be no bots, no, there's no building in this. But then you can turn them back on and then they'll come back in. I mean, you could make building in it, but I don't have building. I think building would be weird with all the different things going on. I mean, it works. It's possible. The thing about the voting for it is the entire lobby has to vote the AI off because I was afraid that like people would be trolling other people. You wanted a Roblox clip. I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. I mean, I literally explained it was bots multiple times. There's not enough people in the lobby. If there were people in the lobby, there would be players. As people join, the bots get reduced. But to keep the lobby entertaining, when there's not anybody playing, it's filled with bots. If you've ever played on Fortnite, you realize there's a lot of games with no people in them. So I at least wanted to make it mildly enjoyable until people join. If there was no one in here, even bots, there would be nothing to do. Well, can't make that jump. Thank you for the follow. This is not tough. Okay. I mean, this is just the game I made, and it's set up for bots when there's not enough players. So there's bots in it currently because there's not enough players. But I still wanted to play it on stream and show it to people. So if people join, there will be less bots. Thank you, Daily Drove. I appreciate it. Yes, I did make it. So this is called, I made it in normal Fortnite, and then I also made it Lego. It's called Color Drop. This is Color Drop Brick Battles. And then it has a dynamic NPC system. So as players join, there will actually be less NPCs. The NPCs are just there. So if you join a game, you still have the ability to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Because, you know, like when you join a game on creative and there's like nobody in it, and so like you don't ever get to actually try it out. That's why I added bots. It still gives you the ability to like feel out the game even if no one's in it. The colors are RNG. If you mean like each tile is set, but it does select the colors randomly on which ones are going to disappear and stuff. There's currently no XP because it hasn't been calibrated, but there is XP set up for when it does get calibrated. I appreciate it, Gibby. I appreciate it, Lord. Everybody that said this is pretty awesome. I appreciate it. I mean, even the people that said that it's not, I appreciate you too for commenting. Thank you. Oh, it was yellow twice. Was it yellow twice in a row? Interesting. That's not supposed to happen. I'll have to check the code. It's supposed to not pick the same color twice in a row. Cool little fact about this. I posted about this yesterday on Twitter, and the CEO of Epic Games, Tim Sweeney, retweeted it. Yes, I did make this, Levi. I normally play like Roblox and stuff, other people's games, but I just released this one and I wanted people to be able to check it out. You'll also notice when the colors get called out, the AI run to the correct colors. Heck yeah. There'll be AI in it if you and your friends join. Let me go jump off real quick. If you don't want the AI in here, like if it feels like it's too much if you and your friends are playing, you can come over here, and if everybody in the lobby votes the NPCs off, they'll disappear. So now there's no NPCs. The cool thing is, though, is I set this up to where if not like everybody in the lobby has to vote them off. What's up, VSN? So if one person in the lobby hasn't voted them off, they'll stay on. And the reason I did this is because I'm afraid in public lobbies, a couple people could join in and ruin some kid's day by turning them off or on. And so this allows it to where, like, if you're in a private match, you can control it, where if you're in a public match, I just definitely jumped to my death. It just keeps the trolling a little bit off. You got some Robux from someone? Nice, VSN. We might have to end up removing the sword, because the sword is way too OP. Fun fact, I actually got invited to Denmark to the LEGO headquarters to work on a LEGO map before I left my team. Whoops. No, I didn't. Would you like me to show you the pictures of it, Dante? I'll gladly show you the pictures of it. Hold on, chat. We gotta... Oh, yeah, I will. Hold on. Gonna make me look it up on my Twitter. Just go to my Twitter. I mean, you could easily look it up, but I'll go ahead and do it for you. Exactly. To talk all that shit and then back out when you know someone's gonna bring the receipts. Have a good day, brother. I didn't have any receipts. You said you were bouncing as soon as I went to get them. Look me up on Twitter. I've already shared the post multiple times. Like, I don't have to make up stories. There's no reason to make up stories. I'm making it up. Go to my Twitter and feel free to check it. I don't have anything to prove when I've already got the receipts out there. Yeah, the LEGO PvP is kind of fun. This is one of the maps I made. I don't see a name, so I don't know how to reply to you. I just see an image, but yes. Yes, I did make this map. This one's currently... Why is it always about the money? This one's currently not earning because not many people have played it as it just released. But this is how I make a living. Should lower the time it takes to get to a color. So I had it lower, and there were a lot of complaints that it was too fast. I agree with you. But it was more about what the play... Like, because I've had a game like this for a while, just not in LEGO. And so I kind of had to find like a happy medium, if that makes sense. There's also a version that's not LEGO that has been around for about 3 years, on and off. Why can't it shoot? Well, there we go. But yeah, I agree, Love. I do have it a variation of 15 seconds to 45 seconds between the color switches, like when it happens. Map code? Let me pull it up real quick. I have just the search color drop brick battles on the screen because TikTok gets weird about the map codes, but I can read it out for you. Just 1 second. All right, that map code is 590. If someone wants to type this in chat, that'd be dope, because I don't know if it... Yes, I am Verizon's AI. I'll explain that in just a second, Tyler. Okay, so the map code is 590549091857. So currently I'm against AI because there's one other person in the lobby right now. But as the lobby starts to fill up, there will be less AI. Thank you. Oh, wow. Holy cow. I appreciate everybody helping me out there. Like, y'all the real ones. Oh, that's what I get for reading chat. Like, dude, literally a lot of you wrote that. Like, that is super awesome. Like, I appreciate you guys. I always forget there's actually people hanging out that just don't communicate in the chat, and it's not just people being hateful half the time. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate you. No! I make games in Fortnite. Like, I make games, like Fortnite creative games is what I do for a living. Fortnite creative. Not like actual Fortnite dev. However, I am watching for positions at Fortnite. If I can find something at Epic that's fits my skill set, I will definitely be trying. Sometimes they do, yes. It all depends. Sometimes you can make a lot of money, sometimes you'll make nothing. It all depends. But I've been doing this for a long time. I used to work on a team that has made some pretty well-known projects. So, I mean, I don't really want to discuss how much I make. I make a living. I think it's, truthfully, I think it's weird that everyone's always worried about the money. Zamp, I made this game. Fortnite didn't make this game. I made this game. They just gave me the tools to be able to make it. Thank you, though. %. Like, dead serious. Oh, no. It's not that I'm... Okay, so it's not that I'm defensive. It's just, it's literally like all that's talked about on Twitter is how much we make now. Like, that's the problem. It's not like you asking. It's just, it's become this like whole like crypto bros vibe. I used to have a team, VK. I used to be on a team. I work by myself now. Like, I built this by myself. I mean, it's a full business, truthfully. I mean, there are people making millions, but like, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, BRX. Let's see. I mean, you can make a living. It could be a hobby. When I first started out, I guess I can answer like one example. Years ago when I did this, I had a map during Christmas, and I made like $3,000 in a month. And after that, I started doing it as a hobby, like on the side, and then eventually started making it a career. These are bots. So if the lobby is not full, the lobby has bots in it. That way, even if you're playing by yourself, you can test out the game and enjoy it. One of the like biggest things I've noticed with games on Fortnite is if there's not a full lobby, people won't play it. Am I considering making my own game? I mean, I make games in Fortnite. It works just as much. I'm possibly going to move over to Roblox here soon for a project, but I have thought about making like a full game before, yes. You would need a PC, yes. I mean, you can still use Fortnite Creative, but it's not going to do what the PCs do. I do not have a background in development. I actually started out as a machine repairman in a factory. Like, I have a game name. Okay, yeah. I mean, the Roblox game doesn't exist yet, so I don't have admin powers because I don't have admin powers. Whoa. What game am I considering making on Roblox? Probably gonna make like a Lucky Block style game. The blue in the UI and the bricks are a different shade. I feel like that needs a fix. Are you talking about like when it's warning and this is a different blue? Serious question. Like, I like that. Like, Taylor, I truly appreciate that because I should go stand on the right color. But Is that from a colorblind perspective, so the shades match correctly? Because if so, that definitely needs addressed. Because I know that a lot of these colors have different shades when you're colorblind. And I actually had a system in my other one that would help people who are colorblind enjoy it. So I might need to add that again. Yeah, the blue in the UI is a more royal blue. I can definitely like change it to a lot. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So what we need to do is make that a lighter blue to match that. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, thank you. That's a fantastic call out. Actually, but see that what the thing is those little details like that are actually very important. Thank you, Ben. The reason I've always liked like combat games, and I think that the color aspect, once it changes again, I'll show you. It's more like obvious in the non-Fort or Lego version, but like you can't shoot anything here, but all of a sudden now I can go all the way across the map. How long have I've made this game on this game I've had for a while. I just spent like the last week or so making it in Lego. I used to make a ton of games, which is silly. I focus on about 3 or 4. I make a lot of prop hunts. Can I play it? You absolutely can. If you have Fortnite, just search up color drop brick battle or look up the map code. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join. I am in an open lobby currently. Like, low key, I appreciate everybody like hanging out because I stream quite a bit, and most people get really interactive when it's Roblox or something. And today's chat was pretty quiet. I was about to like just bounce out, but it's starting to get hyped, so I appreciate that. I mean, the thing is Lego Fortnite almost looks, it reminds of Roblox. I will say something pretty cool though. I posted about this yesterday on Twitter, and the CEO of Epic Games retweeted it, which was pretty dope. What's hype? This is hype, seeing some good energy in the chat. Headshots are super weird in this game. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of weird. I wouldn't say it's hard making a Fortnite game. I think it's hard to make something fun. Fun is subjective. So making something fun that a lot of people want to play is not always the easiest thing to do. How do you even start? Download Fortnite and UEFN. It's the same as like Roblox, just that, you download Roblox Studio and then you can make Roblox games. Everything I've learned, I've self-taught myself. Okay, currently you are not in my server. I'm on NA East, so that might have something to do with it. I forgot that like causes different locations. So I have plans for other things on this. I kind of want to make it where like all the weapons are always going to be free, but I might make it where each elimination gives you gold, and then there's like double jump and different powers. I think that would be kind of fun. I'm dead. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you want to be able to change skins? Let me write that down. I didn't know why I didn't add one. I guess it's just they used to be really buggy, so I didn't have it. What would be tough? Thank you, Los. This is LEGO Fortnite, yes. This is a game that I made. All right, what was that? Okay, so a changing booth. So I rarely change skins. I have like over 1,000 skins. So I don't ever really think about that, but I know a lot of people like to change them. Oh yeah. The getting abilities and stuff. I think it gives you a reason to play and like something that you can utilize because all the weapons are free. So currently, Star Wars would be considered an IP, and until they give us the rights to use Star Wars IP, we're not really allowed to. If that makes sense. I mean, some people are willing to like get sued and they'll use IP without permission, but I would prefer not to. The PvP for LEGO is going to be like creative maps, like this. Oh, name it Planet Battles. Yes, I'm on NAE. This is not LEGO Fortnite. There is no like actual LEGO game mode that's combat. This is like UGC. I made this, like creator made. Whoa! I thought you could get me. Make it a gun game? So the original version of this was a gun game, like the Fortnite version was a gun game. Yeah, I made this, Dominic. It's on LEGO Fortnite. But, I mean, I created it out of their tools. I also want to add events to it. So you're going to notice, let me go change some weapons. I want to make it like where every like 15 minutes there's a different like short event. And one of them I want to do is one shot. And the reason I want to do one shot is because the shuriken is so fun to use. But it's like legitimately absolute garbage. Like, no one's going to use this when people can one pump you with a shotgun. You know what I mean? And the same with the nunchuck. Like, I'm not going to use that when I can just... Yes, I can raise the damage, which is also possible. I would have to track what weapon's being used and everything, which is possible. Maybe that's what I should do instead. Is track what weapon they're using and increase the damage. Well, actually, no, because we don't have support for that in LEGO Fortnite, which is weird. So in normal Fortnite, we have a thing called a damage modifier, which we can increase the damage of things with. But the damage modifier is not in LEGO for some reason. I think events would be pretty solid. I think that's probably what we're going to do next. I'm kind of seeing how well it's received first before I push into the next. I have a zombie game mode I'm working on currently. Like, that's what I work on, like, when I'm not streaming and stuff. I mean, there's going to be a zombies game, but it's not going to be in Lego. Sadly, Lego's not getting the love it deserves on Fortnite currently, so I can't put all my my time invested in the Lego game modes. But I enjoy Lego a lot. They've done a lot for me. Like going to I went to Denmark, met some of the people on the team for the Lego Fortnite. I was in a game jam there. It was pretty sick. Like a wave-based game. I mean, there are games like that. I don't think that would fit this game loop so much, Los, but I think there's definitely game loops that you could do something like that. I can give the NPCs like axes. Sadly, I can't make them like zombies where they just like attack with their hands. They have to have like an axe or something. At least to my knowledge. I'd have to double check. Yeah, if you guys end up playing it, make sure to like and or I think it's called like and favorite. Let me double check. So like if you enjoy a game on Fortnite, when you hit pause and you're getting ready to leave, always recommend and favorite. Like you can only favorite once, but every time you come in, you'll be able to recommend, and that like actually benefits the creators so much. Like that helps the algorithm know people are enjoying it. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate you. And then if you guys do play, I make videos sometimes about my maps. Feel free to give feedback because like I'm always trying to improve it, and the players are the most important part of a game. That's why there's an NPC shutoff. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Time is the like bane of everyone's existence anymore. Yeah, because I put this in because one player wanted to be able to turn off the bots. Like, so if Rosaline has it off and then I turn it off, like they still have it on. If they turn it off, it'll eliminate the bots. So now all the bots are gone. Now if they go turn it on, even though I have it off, if they go turn it on, Rosaline, if you can hear me, would you turn that back on? It'll actually turn the bots back on. I think yeah, so the bots are back now because if one person wants the bots on, they'll stay on. Which I think the bots like add to it. Can you play Abyss? I'm gonna play Abyss when I want to. Currently I'm playing this. Do you get XP? I'm sorry, Colin. I was gonna answer that. I just had another question. I'm sorry. Currently there is no XP, which means you're gonna get the playtime XP. But XP is set up, it just has to calibrate. So sadly on Fortnite, there are a lot of people who have abused XP, so we have to calibrate it through players, and then once a bunch of players play, it'll give XP. The cool thing about calibration is, if you play during calibration, like right now, once it calibrates, it'll give you all that XP you've already earned. Map code. Yes, I can give you the map code. 1 second. Like, if you search color drop brick battles, it'll show up. But I can get you the map code also. Just 1 second. And if someone wants to write this for me, that would be super dope. I can't pin it, sadly, or I would. 5905 4909 1857. What are the chances that I was gonna be on the proper color while I was like AFK? That's kind of funny. Appreciate you guys. Like I think like if enough people were to actually like see how fun some of the Lego games could be, I think they would get more exposure, but they don't get pushed in Fortnite very often. And so people don't know there's like enjoyable game modes in Lego. And this isn't the only, I mean, there's tons of them, not made by me. Like there's just a ton of them. I can't make that. You have a Coca-Cola avatar? Nice. This is what people wanted when Lego Fortnite came out. I love Lego Fortnite Odyssey. Like I genuinely enjoy it a lot. And there are quite a few games, but I feel like a lot of people just wanted to make red versus blues, and I don't think that's what people want. Like, is Ninjago? Yes, Ninjago is in Fortnite. If you play Lego Odyssey, you'll be able to play some different things in that. Like, I have the Kai skin. If I would have thought about it before, is it Rosaline said something? Yeah, Rosaline said something. I would have a changing booth in here, and I would allow you to check it. Yes, there are skins attainable, not all of them. A Lego version of Battle Royale. I have an acquaintance that made a Battle Royale in Lego. Lloyd's not obtainable. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have switched to the shurikens. It was just a habit. I apologize. I'll use shurikens. But yeah, like there's not like an actual battle royale, but Lloyd's available. There's a few available. Yeah, see, these just have no damage. That's a player. Dude, that like shotgun thing that Asmodeus is using is absolutely insane. Dude, that thing is so good. That's probably my favorite actual weapon. Yeah, I think a Lego VR would be good. I know someone like Punk Cat, a creator I know that I've worked with in the past, has made one. I just don't think it's getting enough like hype, and it's not very fun to play a VR when there's no one playing it. The shurikens are a ton of fun. They just don't have enough damage. You can also play Roblox. What phone do you have, Sam? Because I'm pretty sure that, or not Roblox, I'm an idiot. I'm so used to playing Roblox anymore on stream. But you can play Fortnite on mobile again. Correct. Yes, Renji. That's something I was looking at is, so when making this, I had two options. I could have used my, like, I have a version of this game in regular Fortnite, and I could have used it and then put the Lego characters in it. Oh yeah, that makes more sense, Sam. And so I didn't want to utilize that. I felt like if I couldn't use the Lego pieces like this, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I made every bit of this out of Legos in the game. Like all these are custom made, like every bit of this. But I wanted it, if it wasn't Legos, I wasn't gonna do it. If that makes, like, it didn't feel right. I actually ran into a lot of limitations on memory due to using the Legos, but like I really enjoy optimization and like making things work on mobile and stuff, and I'm not very happy with it currently on this, but I think that we'll be able to fix that. Thank you, Mild. I appreciate that. Nice shots. How did I do the blocks breaking for each color? All that's done in scene graph and code. There's a system that selects the color, and then each color is in its own like entity. It's like called a scene graph entity. And so when it selects green, it tells the other 5 colors to hide or like disappear. That's actually where one of the limitations was, because there's a better way to do it, but you can't do it in LEGO Fortnite currently. And so I had to kind of do what I had what I had, basically. I'll tell you what, though, once this does give XP, it'll be nice to be able to play against bots and just farm XP, basically. Like, you can just be chill and level up. Actual survival with regular Fortnite. So right now I'm just trying to get a couple things to stick before I get locked back in, but I have wanted to make like a RPG and Lego, like an RPG survival game that is built out of Legos. Like I want it to be all Legos. Welcome back, Lowe's. It feels weird not being Legos. The thing is sadly, a lot of the stuff in Odyssey we don't have access to, like the really cool pistols and all that. I'm very happy they gave us the nunchucks and that, but we just don't have everything else. Is it possible, like, can I copy and paste this and make another game with it? Is that what you're asking? Yes. There's basically ways to do that. That's why you see a million red versus blues, because all the people making those red versus blues are just copying and pasting them and spamming them. That's a big issue right now in creative, is everything's just getting spammed. How is LEGO Fortnite doing the survival version? It's basically like Fortnite terrain with LEGO characters. Does that make sense? Like Los, if I really wanted to, I could have took my non-Lego version of this game and copied and pasted it, but it would have had no soul. But yeah, it is possible. What games do I play on Roblox? Currently, I've been playing the heck out of Abyss and the Forge. I have early access to the Abyss, which comes out next month, and then the Forge, but I'm just currently waiting on content for the Forge. In the middle of the map, there's a pit with like overhead cover. What, like right here? Are you talking about right here, Princess? I am a map creator. This is my map, LFG. I figure if I'm going to stream and play things on Roblox and showcase other games, I should also showcase mine. I don't know if people want to see that, but I have to remember it's my stream. You know what I mean? Like, I dictate what we're going to play, even if it doesn't always do good, if that makes sense. What's the point of this game mode? It's just a chill, like, free-for-all. A sword fight on the heights, like, let me look that up. I'm gonna screenshot that because I don't know what that is, but I definitely want to check it out. I make a living, LFG. Not so much. I used to make I was a lot better off when I was on a team, but I had some disagreements with who I thought was my partner, and so now I'm doing it as a solo developer instead of with the partner. What's up, Vessel? Yeah, the graphics are actually crazy in LEGO. This is that game I was talking about the other day that I've been working on, Vessel. This is what I go do when I end stream. What's the code? Does anyone still have the code written down? If not, I'll have to read it out again. If you search color drop brick battles, it'll show up, but let me get that code real quick. Just 1 second. I'm gonna have to pull it up. All right, there you go. Thank you, Zamp. That made things so much easier. I appreciate that. All right, back to the game. Yeah, they're working with Disney. They've got Lego. They've got a Walking Dead thing, which is one of the maps that I worked on extensively. If you play Fortnite and you play creative games, I'm so sorry, Rosaline. One of the maps I worked on was Zombie Farm, which is pretty big in the Walking Dead universe. And then I also worked on Lucky Block Bed Wars, Skybox 2, and a few others. I hope so. LFG currently has like 3 or 4 players in it. I just think it needs exposure. To be honest, I don't know if it's going to get exposure from Epic the way it should, and so I actually paid for sponsored placement in Fortnite this weekend because I believe in it. I've always believed in this. I made it in original Fortnite first. Like there's a regular Fortnite version. If you go to my channel, like whatever, like TikTok, you can see there's a video of it in regular version, and it didn't do so well because it just doesn't get the exposure. I did make this yesterday. Play Legos in 0 build. I mean, this is a 0 build. They're AI vessels. So there is Rosaline is in the lobby, who's also in the chat, but everyone else is AI. As people join, the AI get removed. There are BR logos or Legos. Punk Cat, a creator I know, has made like a Lego BR. Has destroy mechanics. I don't know what you mean, but I mean it's probably possible, Chris. I mean, like I could destroy this if I wanted to. I think the finals could work, but the thing is there's so much destruction in the finals that it might kind of limit what we can do. So in Fortnite, we're only allowed 400 megabytes. I'm going to screenshot that too, Los, because I don't know what that is, but I'm going to check it out. I think is that what you're talking about, Chris, is the 4 towers? Oh, I'm going to die. But this isn't Roblox. This is actually Fortnite, Jerry. All right, yeah, I'll check that out later. I'll hop on Roblox and check it out and then get an idea for it. Is it a pretty popular game mode? Low key, I feel really bad when people join and like I start shooting them. So If you notice I'm like moving around your it's because I'm not trying. I feel bad killing people who are in my stream. It's an old one. Yeah, but classics work. That's why Pillars did really good on Fortnite. That's why Bed worked. You know what I mean? So the promotions LFG on TikTok are kind of cheeks. The the conversion rate. I had a on the color drop that's normal Fortnite. I have a video with like 9 million views on it on Instagram, and it never really did well. Whereas I would rather spend the money it costs to get it seen on Fortnite. Oh, it's live now. You can play the game now, but you're saying boost your live. Can you boost lives? Oh, damn. But see, if I boost my live, I'm afraid it's going to make all my normal lives absolute cheeks. How you doing, Thick? I'm so scared that when you boost stuff, they like, oh, this person's got money. They don't really want views. They're just going to keep paying us. Yeah, Chris, normally my wife, when I'm streaming, she's at work right now, but normally when I'm streaming, my wife will sit there and like the hell out of my videos or my live while I'm streaming, and that way it gets pushed. It's so, like, streaming on TikTok, like, I hate to say this because I'm streaming on TikTok, but it's super cringe because they want us to beg for likes and, like, gifts. You know, you can't earn on lives without like gifts, and I'm not gonna beg for that stuff. But I'm good. I'd rather just not have gifts. Yeah, I mean it helps, but I'm not asking for it. I might bring it up every once in a while, but I feel like an absolute fool. What game is this? I can't tell if you're being serious or if you're just joking because that's always asked. How do I play this? Yeah. Like, that's why, remember the NPC chick who was like, oh, thanks for the flower. Ooh, piece of candy. The reason she basically broke the formula. She wasn't begging for gifts, but she was interacting when they happened. And that's why it did so well until everybody and their brother decided, hey, let's be just like that person. But like, and that's what I mean. Like low key, everyone gave her a bunch of hate, and I think it's super cringe myself. But yo, she wrote cheat codes on how to get gifts. Like, it just works so well. Yeah, I'll probably have to put the map code on there. I'm just so sketched out because they've literally like blocked my videos and stuff because of the map code, and I sadly cannot pin on the like my wife would have to pin. She's not here. The platform I use Streamlabs to stream, and it doesn't allow me to pin through it. Another thing I've noticed, and it's kind of annoying me, is, okay, I'm sorry, I had to eliminate you though for the point, is it shows like on the middle of the screen this elimination thing, whereas when I eliminate like an NPC, there's like nothing on the screen, right? So you notice like they died, there's nothing on the screen, there's no dopamine. Yeah, I mean, my wife's usually the only mod. I don't like adding people as mods because it's gotten weird before, if that makes sense, Chris. I figure I'll probably add some as time goes and people become, like, around more often. It's one of those things, like, people are like, can I get mod? And it's like, I've never seen your name in my chat before. You know what I mean? Like, it's another one of those things that creates a weird dynamic, I feel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it has to be regulars, and preferably, and it's nothing. I would prefer like adults, if that makes sense. If you've noticed, all the AI run to the colors too. That was something I had to design. They don't do that normally. I mean, anyone who knows how to code could do it. I just thought it was a nice little touch to make it feel like the AIs are more like real and not, because before they just fell. They just fell to their deaths because they're dumb AI. Oh, you're good, LFG. I appreciate it. I don't. How many people are even in the live? I hide player count or view counts. I mean, that's pretty sick, dude. For me playing my own game and not like a Roblox game, I mean, that's pretty dope, to be honest. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. Nah, Lego. Okay, and like, so I worked on. Let's see how do I explain this. I gotta say, let me try to politically correct say this. So I was invited to Denmark last year when I was still on my team to help in a game jam to make a game, and my former team made like a boss fight in Lego, and I'm not even cool with them anymore, but still it was legit. Like, they did a really good job, and there's a lot of stuff on there that's being slept on. How did I get into coding? I am definitely not a coder. I am a level designer and like game designer. Coding is just something I've had to basically either AI or learn on my own because I don't want to pay someone to do it. Yeah, yeah, Chris, I think you knew this, but yeah, this is my game. I developed this. Well, I guess not politically correct so much, but more like the politicians version, because I'm no longer with that team. So there's obviously like awkwardness there, and I have to be able to like figure out how I can say it safely, if that makes sense. I love this weapon. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that is literally like a ketchup and mustard, and it's like a ketchup and I think it's the funniest thing ever. Oh, that's sick, Chris. I've got some plans for some Roblox stuff. It's just more time, and I'll definitely have to learn a lot. Oh, wow, I should not be, like, reading chat while I jump. Yeah, I think, so if you go to the Fortnite page on Discover, I think the problem is, I was looking at chat. I definitely was not ready for that jump. I think the problem is they keep pushing the same things. And I've had a lot of issues with that. And I mean, I get it. If a red versus blue is getting 40,000 people on the weekend, yeah, it should be at the front. But people are not seeing some of these games, or the players don't enjoy them. I mean, it could just be the current player base isn't a huge fan. So actually, or I don't know how to say it. I'm just gonna call you I. This started out as a gun game. The original version of this was in Fortnite like 4 years ago, and it was a gun game. This is something I came up with, and it hasn't always performed well, but I believe in it. I think it's a very solid game. I like the fact that like the arena changes, causing different sight lines. It's not its time yet. I had a creator one time tell me, I don't know why you still keep making that. It's so gimmicky. And I said, you know what else was gimmicky? Building in a battle royale. Everything has its gimmick. And so it's more or less just chilling. I made this in UEFN. I haven't touched Fortnite Creative since UEFN came out. I think that's the thing is, I actually had someone yesterday tell me, and I'm not going to sit here and I don't ever say mine's the best, even if it was. But I had someone tell me yesterday that this was the first like combat game they've played in LEGO that was enjoyable. All right, so this person's still on my team, which means the code is not working. I hope it changed them. Then you could just call me DJ. All right, that works. But I'll try to remember that. Usually I can. But so I still have the Fortnite version of this. I still think it'll do good too. The Fortnite version has loot boxes and stuff in it. I don't have anything that you can buy, but the Fortnite version, you earn like resources and then you can get better weapons through loot boxes. There wasn't enough weapons in the LEGO version for that to happen. And I feel like the player base for the LEGO version has a potential to be a higher amount of children, and so I don't think the loot boxes are as acceptable, if that makes sense. But there's no money involved in the loot boxes. They did give us permission to, like, we do have access to charging for stuff now, but I think it's weird. Definitely, if anybody checks it out, I think my most recent video is about this. Like, give some feedback. Like, I can't make this better if I don't get feedback. Right? I mean, that's like my biggest belief is, and some people, I mean, you got people who are like, yo, this sucks, but you know what? Yeah, I mean, I think there, about that. I think there's the balance to it, if that makes sense, Chris. Like the Forge is doing it pretty solid. Like, you can, well, okay, so the Forge still kind of charges for rerolls. Abyss is doing a better job of it. I think it's okay to charge for stuff if you also give people a way to do it for free. If that makes sense. Like, if I can, it needs to be a convenience cost, not a pay-to-win cost. Should try rob it. Yeah, the Forge, I actually truly enjoy the Forge, like, a lot. I know they're also working on Abyss. It's two creators, like, Zesty's in charge of Abyss. Fire Attack's in charge of the Forge. But I think that Fire Attack kind of needs to look at how Zesty's managing things a bit more, because there's so much more communication over on the Abyss, and the Abyss isn't even out yet. There's a lot of more free-to-play stylization that needs to be addressed too. So DJ, people do not like voting. I've noticed that. I used to have a prop hunt with like 4 different levels. Like, Epic Games promoted it a lot when UEFN came out. I used to have a prop hunt that had multiple levels, and it just never, people did not like it. Abyss looks like a Spotify game. I don't even know what that means. Are these real people? No. Currently, there's no one, sadly, in my game. Grown man playing Fortnite Legos. Grown man makes a living off of playing video games and making them. Thank you for noticing. I mean, I know it's hard to believe, but grown men make all your video games, and grown women. I mean, I think it's just, there's this no, like, weird obsession with rage baiting. I guess I get it. What's up, Chameleon? Literally, that's people's jobs. Right. I mean, there are people who literally QA all day. I've been paid to work on other people's projects just to QA it and give them feedback. I mean, there could be a possibility of a different map rotation. The problem is currently, the optimization tool I would use for this normally isn't available, and so I'm almost at this is the highest download memory I can be at, which is a problem, if that makes sense. And so, once they give me the ability to optimize the way I want, hopefully I'll be able to do stuff like that. Take care, Lingo. I appreciate it. Make sure to stop by next time if you have a chance. The one thing I truly want to do is find a better way to indicate the colors to people who are colorblind. On the original color drop, I had like a pulsing that happened, but I got to find something that'll work in the LEGO universe. I also think there needs to be more noise when this happens. Yeah, Austin, it's a very important part of it to me. It's just kind of, I tried using different color tones. That's why the blue is lighter. I don't know if, I mean, I don't know, but this is blue, and I tried to use different color tones so the colors, but someone called out that the blue on the warning isn't the same color. Yeah, I'm trying hard in a game full of AI while I stream it. You're right, buddy. I just want it to be enjoyable to all, Austin. And that's where I think, like, even if, let's say, I set it up to where when the color's selected, like, there's like a white line that appears and pulses or something, or like moves up and down, I think that would help. You're on the wrong color. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things, Austin. A lot of people don't think about it. I don't think it's on purpose. It's just when you don't have it, you don't think about it. I don't have it, but I want this to be able to be enjoyed by everyone. I don't want people to be limited due to a color blindness. Like, if you go to my Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, I had a video a while back of me utilizing a colorblind version on my old one, because I have a version of this in normal Fortnite too. What game is that? This one, this is Color Drop Brick Battle. This is a LEGO Fortnite game I've made. Like that blue, Austin? The blue on that is not the same as the tiles, and I didn't really think about it or notice it until someone called it out, and that's something I definitely want to address. Because if I make it look similar to at least the same color... Yeah, the sad thing is with the Legos, we're not allowed to change... Like, we're forced on what color the Legos can be, if that makes sense. I guess I could potentially make it where they turn white, but I can't change the color. Heck yeah, Thick. Make sure when you do, you recommend and favorite it too, if you want. So one of the, like... Yeah, Lego won't let you hurt the theme. So like when you're playing a game, I don't know if you can see it on TikTok, but like when you go to exit, you have this favorite thing. That'll show you in your favorites the game, and then the recommend also will show that to your friends, and that helps a ton. Like, those metrics actually help creators, like, with their games. If you like it. Obviously, if you don't like it, don't do that. But I mean, I think there's potential for that, but at the same time, Los, sometimes when you add complexity like that, it actually pushes people away. I think simplicity sometimes is better. Like, for instance, on the Forge, I think once it became a little tougher and it wasn't just a simple game anymore is when a lot of the players fell off, if that makes sense. I think that's why like games like Steal a Brain Rot do pretty well, because it's pretty simple. Buy stuff. And I mean, yeah, there's a complexity to it as players want it to be, but at the end of the day, it's really simple game. Apparently, I don't have elimination saving, but I have eliminated saving. So that needs checked. Sorry, I was writing a note. This is currently in Fortnite. I have it. I'm probably going to bring it to Roblox next. Like, I've already started working on it. And then I'm potentially going to make a Steam version of it. I just don't know when that'll happen. I don't like brain rots. I think the game loops are fun. I would be a liar to say they're not. They're intelligent. They're very addictive game loops, which is why they do good. It's an extremely high dopamine and FOMO game loop. I did make this map. Yes, Thick. But I do have a version of this that's already being built in Roblox. I just don't know enough about Roblox that I can't just like crank it out instantly. Oh, awesome. My apologies. Yeah, this is LEGO Fortnite. This version is in LEGO Fortnite currently, like it's active. Like you could get on Fortnite right now and play this. How do you make a map? It's not something I can answer like quickly, but you just need to learn the tools and then you would create something. There are no snipers in LEGO currently. I guess this is basically a sniper. It don't have a scope though. But it hits for 193 on headshots. You're literally just playing Fortnite. What do you mean? What do you mean, Keep? This is a game I made in LEGO Fortnite, is what I'm saying. Yeah, thank you, UFO. UFO, did you notice yesterday Tim Sweeney reposted the thing about this? I mean, I could probably make my own scope, but it would be clunky. Close. Where do you go to make a map? You would download UEFN on your computer. You could also use Fortnite Creative to learn the original creative tools. You can still utilize those, but they're not the same. Right? I thought it was crazy, dude, that the CEO of Epic Games yesterday retweeted my post about this map. Like that's hype right there. You should have been here earlier, UFO. You could have helped me pull the receipts. I was talking about going to Denmark for LEGO, and someone called me a liar, and I told him I had proof, but I couldn't find this post on Twitter fast enough. Awesome. Map code. Do I have a game vendor? What do you mean? What do you mean, Panic? Like a publisher? Is that what you mean? Thank you, Los. There's the map code, Jose. Okay, so if you're jumping from, let's say, here to here, and you can get trapped by the other pieces. Oh no, I made this game by myself in Fortnite. Like, I want to clarify that I created this game, but I used tools given to me by LEGO in Fortnite. I think the algorithm will eventually pick it up. I'm hoping some of my contacts at Epic will also help, but I don't expect anything, because expectations create disappointment. I think I clarified that, Panic. Did that make sense? I am paying for promotion this weekend. I haven't posted about it, but I do have quite a bit of promotion going on it this weekend. I don't like paying for promotion, but I don't trust the algorithm. I do not have any games on Roblox yet. I've been working exclusively on Fortnite Creative for the last like 3 years. Actually 4 years. I'm starting to broaden my horizon though. Yeah, UFO. I can't shift some of my beliefs though. I'm not gonna lie to children. I'm not gonna sit here and make fake XP videos. I'm not gonna do it. They actually, someone did make that. I'm pretty sure, Los. Well, I don't know about that, Kyle, because I've never seen a Roblox developer come to Fortnite. Game code. Someone will probably help you out and put that game code in the chat in a second. This game looks great, and you gotta be honest about it. I'm going to have to try it. Heck yeah, Zach. If you do, let me know. What's up, Void? How are you doing? Thank you for putting that in chat. I've actually exposed them a few times, UFO, and it always just ends up blowing up my face, or they end up changing a rule. They've definitely changed some rules over some of my posts. Yes, this is my map, Void. Okay, so like low key, I was the biggest, like, I don't know how to say this. This sounds funny the way I'm gonna say it, but like, I was the biggest Fortnite purist, right? Like, Fortnite's better than Roblox. Like, Roblox sucks, you know? And then I like tried out some of the games and I was like, oh damn, they got it like that. Like, some of the games on Roblox, like, no bullshit, are actually really good. Graphic wise, maybe not the best, but like gameplay, like, dude, their gameplay, there's a reason people are copying Roblox games in Fortnite, because the game loops are just so good. That's what I'm saying. Like, I still don't, I don't think there are some really good graphic games, but the performance on those games is pretty bad, if that makes sense. But there are some visually really good looking games. It's just the performance is usually a bit more problematic. Welcome back. Do I have a creator? I'm so sorry, Thick. I hope you're still there. I do have a creator code for the item shop. It's DWDFN. Ad. Hashtag ad, just in case. I don't know anything about JoJo Bizarre other than like people used to reference it a ton on here. Like, it should be the same thing as my user, Thick. I actually don't ever advertise that either. I don't ever advertise my creator code on Fortnite, which gives me a percentage of sales. What's like the copy paste maps? Oh yeah, Void. I think that happens to a lot of people. Yeah. They're gonna have to do something about the copy paste maps. I've been trying to make some points about that. All it does is dilute the space. It makes Fortnite creative look like shit. There's so many good games out there that just haven't been seen, and a lot of them have lost development because people have quit wanting to work on them because they're not generating any revenue. But a lot of those games would do better than the 50,000 Red versus Blues. Like, keep Red versus Blue. There's okay to have a couple of them. There's no reason there needs to be 100 different Red versus Blue. There's no reason every TikToker has to have a 1v1 with their name on it like we know who the fuck they are. Like, I'm sorry, but like, if I called this DWD's color drop, I'd feel like an asshole. even though it's a game mode I created, I invented this game mode, I would still feel like an absolute asshole to put my name on it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I would feel like a tool. Fortnite uses Verse, which is its own code language for scripting. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Roblox uses Lua, which has been around for a while and isn't as tough. Splatoon. So, okay, no, honestly, I didn't know. Does Splatoon have like a game mode that disappears like this, or are you just saying like the bright colors are similar to Splatoon? Because if so, I feel bad, but I've never seen like a color drop, color switch combat game. So if Splatoon did it, then Splatoon did it first, and I honestly didn't know. Everything's done in Verse, in Scene Graph. I use Scene Graph. I normally wouldn't use Scene Graph for this void, but I can't use ISMs and optimize the way I want. Like, I'm really big on optimiz. I actually applied for a speaker at the conference this year for Unreal Fest, but I'm really big on optimization and ISMs, and they're not supported the way I need them to be. So in ISMs, if I hide like, let's say we hide everything but the blue right now, right? Okay, so if this was ISMs, the collision for everything would be there, but it's invisible, so you can just walk in like the void. So I had to build all of this in Scene Graph, and then, well, I built it outside of Scene Graph, and then I implemented it in Scene Graph, and then I utilized it. There is Siphon, yes. I feel like any combat game, when you eliminate someone, you should just heal. What makes it like Splatoon? No hate. Is it just because they're like splashy weapons? There's some shockwaves, but they'll make people go flying, so I haven't put it in it. You can't change the mesh of the mesh component. I am not the person to ask that. I am terrible at Verse. Yeah, I mean, there are things like that. It's just so where did I say that? Los. So what I did was I believe in this concept that I've been told recently, which is make it exist and then make it good. And so I wanted to make the core like game and then upgrade it as I go, if that makes sense. But I would like something like that. I want more dopamine like shots. Okay, yeah, you did answer. So it's just the colors and stuff that make it like Splatoon. Okay, yeah. That makes more sense. Thank you for answering, by the way. You're local. Like, a bunch of other people were not, like, answering after they said that. Yes, this is in Fortnite Unprofitable. This is LEGO Fortnite. This is a game I created. Right, I knew there was like a paint the floor part, but I didn't know if there was something like that I accidentally copied that I didn't know I copied, if that makes sense. Do I suck that bad that I have to play with bots? No, I don't. So you'll notice there's only one person in the lobby right now, Milkman, and the reason there's only one person in the lobby is this is a new game I made. I feel like anytime you join a game on Fortnite, and there's not a bunch of people in it, you don't get the ability to test the game or like get a vibe or feel it out. And so I have bots in the game, and when players join, the more players there are, the less bots there are. And that is why they're in the game. So basically, if I had a full lobby, there would be no bots. If that makes sense. I'm sure you scrolled on by now, Milk, but if you didn't, there you go. Yeah, I literally released this like yesterday. What are you looking at? LEGO Fortnite color drop brick battle. That's what someone else. That's what other people have been saying. Female is that it gives them Splatoon vibes. That's my ketchup and mustard launcher. I believe this one's guac and sour cream. This game is bad. Hey, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, Kane. And not everyone's gonna like the same games, and that's fine. All right, take care, Void. Thank you, Shadow. Fortnite die if they don't update in 2 months. I don't think Fortnite's going to die anytime soon. The player base might reduce, but I don't think they're going to die. Yeah, I'm sure there would be a way to do it, but it would be quite a bit of excess work. If that makes sense, female. But I could see that being potentially extremely fun. They might. I think the collabs are what's hurting Fortnite, to be honest, Kane. I think the collabs are getting too excessive, and it's just like it feels forced. I mean, but if it dies, it dies. If something takes over, something takes over. I think Ark is going to be what takes over, not Marvel Rivals. I think Ark's the game right now that everyone's going to. Yeah, I agree with that. The South Park one was a little... I just wasn't ready for it. It just came out of nowhere. The colors on the map switch around. That's a really good idea, Cola. I was actually thinking about that last night. Yeah, you mean like the storylines disappeared, basically. Like, we don't have the hype of the storyline. I didn't say collabs are bad. There's just too many at once. Like, we didn't even get, like, a breath. Wow, that was lucky. We didn't even get, like, a breath. We literally had a Simpsons, like, season, and then, like, the next week, they're like, here you go, here's The Office, here's Kim Kardashian, here's South Park, here's, like, just so much at once. Yeah, the Kill Bill one, like, that was, you know. It's not that the collabs are bad. I just feel like there's a lot of them at once. I think that if Fortnite wants creative to do as well as they envision it, though, they need to get creative addressed. There's no reason that every row should have 50 versions of red versus blue. Yeah, Black Knight, nice. If the driving wasn't the driving is pretty interesting, and we don't have much control over it. I have a friend that has a pretty popular game that uses cars, and it's actually they've changed the driving and broke his game multiple times. Like, it's that bad. We can't control it. They've adjusted the gravity. I think Fortnite will always have its loyal player base. I think that there's a lot of interest in other games right now. I don't think it's unhealthy to want to play other games, though. To be honest. I mean, so, like, I don't, is it, I'm thinking it's Psycho. If I said it wrong, I apologize, but they killed their game. It's their own fault. I think that there's just a weird balance to it. They've tried to keep up with pop culture and everything else going on, and I think that's been detrimental. I don't agree with everything they've done, just to be clear. Like, I think they've done some absolute cheeks decisions, but I do think Fortnite is trying their best. A lot of things, and here's the other thing people have to think. I think the other problem is it's no longer just Tim Sweeney in charge. They've sold a lot of stock to different companies. Like Disney owns part of Fortnite. LEGO owns part of Fortnite. So if Tim goes, oh my gosh, we should do this, now he has to get permission from other people. That's the problem, is it's become extremely corporate, and now it's not just like, there's not the same people that have been making those shots. There's more people at the table. I think that's the problem. My Roblox game doesn't even exist yet, Zamp, so I don't have any testers on it yet, no. Would you guys be interested in seeing the non-Lego version of this? So I could hop over to that if you guys want to see it. All right, let's hop over. Don't forget to recommend on the way out. It's just me in here, but still. Appreciate it, Alex. I enjoy it. This is the game I came up with about 4 years ago. On Fortnite. It's had a little bit of, hold on, which of these games have you played in the last 2 weeks? Why didn't y'all put Roblox on there? Why didn't you put on Roblox on there? None of them. All right. Like this version of it has 27,000 likes. Like, it's been played. Y'all like my bird outfit? What is the name of this bird? Oh, doesn't matter. I just realized I'm wearing this skin and it's on the thumbnail. That's really funny to me. So this version is a little bit more complicated because it there's more we can do, but it still has the NPC voting. I have secret codes, like I think 6767's a code. It's already been used, but like there's different codes and stuff you can use. Well, like 5678. Let's see if I've used that one yet. All right, so that gave me the an item so I can go spin. So there's free weapons, and I plan on making these rotate. And then there's also like a loot box. So when you play, every 5 minutes you'll get one of these, and then you can open a loot box, which is completely free. There's no like money involved. And these are going to give you different like weapons you can use. And there's 4 different versions of it. Correct. Crate rolling, but there's no money involved. And then this one also has bots. It's a little more widespread. When you get put somewhere, you can't jump to the other one without like a weapon that lets you. Like low-key, this map feels extremely huge compared to the Lego version. Apex, I'll probably play the Abyss tomorrow. I was just wanting to play one of my games today. Yeah, so it originally had stripes. It originally was striped, and the Roblox studs just kind of looked better, so I figured I'd try it out, and people liked it, so I give you my skin. Now this skin goes hard, doesn't it? I love it. It's like a goofy military character, if that makes sense. Like, you still are an operator, but you got the meme going on. But this is where I was talking about, like, those sight lines. Like, check this out. Like, dude, the sight lines are what make this fun. It's a lot more noticeable in this version. And then in here, well, not that one, in this one, we've got these. You'll notice all the coins disappear when everything disappears as well. The reason the coins disappear is because there's quite a few of them in the map, and when everything, it just makes it look cluttered, so I hide them when that's happening. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate you. I think that one found one of the launchers. Is it public? Yep. What is this map? This is Color Drop, free for all. The other one I was playing, the Lego version, is Color Drop Brick Battles, and both of these are live, yes. Does anyone in chat enjoy prop hunts? Because prop hunt is where I started. Like, that's the first game mode I ever made, was a prop hunt. Like, I know I made this, but low-key, the Lego one's more fun to me now. I made a prop hunt that has NPC props in it. I actually feel like this level's too big now. Like, after playing it, yeah, it is pretty interesting with the AI going around. I'll show it in a second. I also have this right here where you can, like, it's like, color drop is changing and we want you to help. You can only vote once. Are you enjoying the new guards? And now I can vote, but now I can't keep voting. That way people don't abuse it. I feel like most people are going to vote no just to vote no. I want the gloves. All right. Uh-oh. What we got going on here? I'll show you that prop hunt real quick, Los. I think I'm going to end stream here soon, but I figured it'd be pretty interesting to see the NPCs. Item shop prop hunt. I think this one has XP too, which is kind of nice. Is there a bunch of people hanging out still, or after I left Lego, did everybody leave? I get it. I would leave too. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's all good. It's all good. So I made all these boxes myself. All these boxes are custom made, and then my wife and I decorated the entire map. Yeah, I mean the Lego one's the one I believe in. So another thing, like Zamp, you've heard me talk about sound design on Abyss, right? I know you've been in there before, like where it sounds different in the like dome than it. Oh my god, literally Fortnite just crashed. I am so sorry. That is crazy. Gotta love Fortnite. Well, I think we're gonna call it. I think that's a sign I need to get to work. I'm sorry, everybody. We will definitely show it next time. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate those that stuck around. Make sure to like follow and stuff. And I'm terrible at this like ending part. And check out those games. And if you do, please give me some feedback. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. What a way to end it. See you guys.